Hey everybody, it's Amanda. I just wanted to hop on between students that I have for ESY and share one of the activities that I'm doing with one of my students who's a Braille learner, dual media learner, and she thinks it's pretty fun. I also use it with my own children at home when we're trying to reinforce spelling skills, and these are called word ladders. If you haven't seen them, you start at the bottom of the ladder, and each line, each rung of the ladder has a clue to change the word in some way, and as you climb up to the end of the ladder, it's your last clue and you kind of successfully practice whatever skill you're working on. So on my screen right now is a set of free word ladders from Teachers Pay Teachers. Let me see if I can pull it up here for you. It is not on my screen. That's okay. It's made by Emily Hutchinson, and so if you just go to teacherspayteachers.com and search for word ladders, hers is one that comes up for free. And the skill on this particular page is the EA contraction. And my student's goal, she's not my student during the school year, but I always do ESY with her, and she's working on some of these contractions that are, you know, the lower word signs. So I chose this particular ladder. Anyway, so I like Emily Hutchinson's because A, the set is free, but B, because she has the clue on the left side is either specific, like change the beginning sound to the blend TR, or if I go down to the meet at the bottom one, it was what would you like after school. So she gives two different clues and separates them. I always make sure I have a paper copy and I read both of the clues to my student so that can help her solve her problem. But my student is this particular student is dual media, like I said before, so I share the screen when I'm presenting to her and type in the answers as we go. I've zoomed out pretty far to show you what the whole word ladder looks like, but when I'm presenting to her, I zoom in pretty far, and then on her device at her house, she also zooms in more, and then she practices writing the words in Braille on her page. So we started with the word meet. I had her write the word meet. We talked about how we use the EA contraction inside of the word, and we practiced solving the clues, and then when we get up to eat, we get to practice learning and reinforcing that we don't use the EA contraction at the beginning of eat and why we don't use that contraction, and then we moved on. And you can see here that the student didn't finish this word ladder. I'm using it as a reinforcer for her, so we don't do it for our entire lesson, but she just likes to finish up with something like this. I opened up the PDF in Adobe Acrobat Pro so that I can edit it, but you don't have to use it in Adobe. You can also take screenshots and put it into a PowerPoint presentation and flip this between the slides so that there's just one rung on each page. You can also emboss these on a Brailler and send it to the student and have a tactile ladder, so if a fully Braille learner is doing it, they can still access it and then put the ladder into the Brailler and do it that way too. I just think word ladders are a lot of fun. My own children love them, and I'm finding that my Braille learners love them too, especially for digital learning, virtual learning, and I just wanted to share. I think it's great. I hope you have a great Wednesday.